So Sydney Sweeney again. So she did those adverts for American Eagle, having great jeans, and she sure has great jeans. And I'm not talking about the denim kind. Um, it was harmless. It's a play on words. It's been done before. With the whole having great genes, also not just genes as in genetics, but also a pair of great genes. And I've said before, as a guy who has junk hanging right there, having a pair of jeans, a nice pair of jeans, actually helps. So when you have a pair of jeans that gives you all the space in just the right places, you're like, nah, these are a nice pair of jeans. Most pair of jeans just kind of like ride up and they kind of against them. But when you get that pair, and I think they actually specifically make jeans for like specifically for guys for that reason. Um, but when you feel it, you're like, oh, this is a nice pair of jeans. But she did these. They were harmless ads talking about great jeans, and of course, the left gets triggered by them, saying it's subtle, thinly veiled, Nazi propaganda about eugenics. And then, they made this big deal about it. MSNBC and these other left-wing outlets start writing articles about it. But then they try to come out and say, oh, no, no, no. The right wing and their outrage, they're acting like people are triggered by this. People are triggered by this. Even if it was just online, video after video, article after article, comment after comment of, oh my God, this is secretly Nazism. Oh my God, why do they have to pick the blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman? It's secret talking about eugenics, and they're not really. But they try to gaslight you because the left thinks you're fucking as stupid as they are. They're trying to prove constantly that the right side is the cult, and then when it fails, they get mad about it. But Sydney Sweeney faces most backlash from women, while male fans show support. Of course it's women. No offense to the women who watch me who are not participating in this shit, but it's not just women, it's liberal women. Liberal women. To the surprise of no one, Sydney Sweeney has spent much of 2025 getting caught in the middle of a cultural backlash firestorm, from her American Eagle Great Jeans campaign to her bizarre bathwater soap tie-in with Dr. Squatch. The actress is learning that not all criticism is created equal, just like jeans. While plenty of men online continue to prop her up as a rising star, it's often women, and especially female celebrities, who have been the loudest. Oh yeah, especially again, they try to gaslight you into believing that there's no outrage and that no one cares. But then you have people like Lizzo, Doja Cat, Beyonce, all going after this thing. But no, there's no outrage from the left, right? From soap to jeans, Sydney's controversial year. Earlier this year, Sweeney drew attention and backlash for a marketing stunt involving soap made from her bathwater. Now, this isn't like the Belle Delphine thing where she was like selling small containers of her bathwater. This is apparently Sydney Sweeney using, or whoever using, her bathwater to make soap. So that water would be put in, that water would be put into and made into the soap. It's not like Belle Delphine. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a bath and then put that bath water into little containers and sell it. No, this was completely different. It's still stupid, but yeah, whatever. She defended the idea in interviews, saying that women in particular seem captivated by the product's novelty. Still, much of online backlash framed the stunt as unserious or distasteful. It was mainly the girls making comments about it, which I thought was really interesting, she said. They all love the idea of Jacob Elordi's bathwater. This comment pointing to Jacob Elordi's famous Saltburn bathwater scene, which became a viral pop culture meme. She argued that if audiences could laugh together with Elordi's bathwater fascination, her own tying product wasn't crossing any new lines. In her words, the idea was playful and tongue-in-cheek. Oh, my tongue in her cheeks. Then came, come on. And I'm not saying which cheeks. I'm just saying cheeks. I think we all would. Come on, men. We know you. And if you say no, you're fucking lying. Then came the American Eagle ad campaign, which declared Sydney Sweeney has great genes. The wordplay on genes quickly turned toxic as critics accused the brand of pushing coded or insensitive messaging. The result was weeks of headlines, hot takes, and internet pile-ons. Yeah, but yet they try to tell you, well, it was just an outrage campaign by the right. But again, you had all these major left-wing outlets whining and complaining, oh my god, Nazis, veiled Nazis, eugenics, Nazis. But no, it was total just fake outrage by the right. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Is and always was about the genes. American Eagle said in a statement, her genes, her story. Will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE genes with confidence their way. Great genes look good on anyone. And then in smaller letters, everyone who's just white. Because apparently they're fucking Nazis and they don't want any other races. Despite the fact that they've had ads and they have apparently around their stores people who aren't white in their genes as well to show them off. But nope, they're Nazis. They are secretly Nazis. Female celebrities lead the parodies. What's most striking about this controversy is who picked up the torch. Instead of male rivals or critics, it's been other women, liberal women, taking shots at Sweeney's image. Lizzo parodied the American Eagle ad and in multiple TikTok videos, strutting in denim and rapping lines about, bitch, I look good, Gene. I got good genes like I'm Sweeney or Sydney. Her send-ups of the campaign made headlines across pop culture outlets. Doja Cat jumped in, mocking Sweeney's southern accent delivery from the ad in a satirical video. Even Beyonce was dragged into the discourse. While she didn't parody the ad herself, Levi's campaign was widely cited as a contrast, with some questioning why Sweeney received such heavy scrutiny while Beyonce's denim branding was celebrated. And if you notice, Beyonce also had blonde hair and all that. No one seemed to have a problem with that. Like this chick has seemed like people say she's going through the same thing Michael Jackson had. Like she is getting progressively more white as the years pass by compared to what she was when she was younger. She is way more white than she was, like complexion wise. So, but no one thought it looked bad. Whether you have people on the left or the right, Beyonce's hot. So she can wear jeans in the ad. She could not wear jeans. She could. It doesn't matter. No one found an issue with that. But you know, they didn't have a problem with Beyonce with blonde hair and whatever. This result is a rare moment where one young star has become a lightning rod for mockery from her own industry peers. Sydney speaks out on women versus women. You mean women versus liberal women? Liberal women. Yeah, women. The kinds of women that these the left caters to. Yeah, you know. In the midst of this, Sweeney has openly criticized the way Hollywood handled so-called female empowerment. She told Page 6 that the slogan of women supporting women is largely a facade, claiming that behind the scenes, it's often the opposite. Because they don't care about real women unless it comes to the ability to murder unborn children. If it has nothing to do with that, they don't give a flying fuck about actual women. Her comments now look prophetic, as the loudest backlash to her recent work has come from fellow women rather than men. She's fucking hot, and she has a tight pair of jeans on. What would normal men be complaining about? I don't know any normal straight male who would look at that and be like, ugh, I have a problem with it. No, they'd be like, I fail to see the problem. Actually, hang on. It's actually a quote from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I fail to see the problem. That's what men would basically be like. Because normal straight men are not going to look at this and think there's an issue with this. It's going to be the beta cuck males who are with these liberal women and maybe gay dudes. Though I don't know why, unless they're liberal gay dudes. But I don't see many gay dudes. I don't think they'd really worry about this. So it's mostly just liberal women, as usual. Meanwhile, her male fan base seems to be largely intact. On social media, she continues to trend as a favorite among younger male audiences, and her upcoming film and TV projects remain high profile. Why the divide matters. The Sydney Sweeney vs. female Backlash dynamics highlights something deeper than just celebrity gossip. How deep can we get here? Like cheeks deep? Tongue in cheek? It shows split right up the crack. It shows a split between marketing campaigns designed to be edgy and the reality of how audiences, especially female liberal ones, receive them. Because again, normal people are not taking offense to this. Normal people see these adverts as what they are. Just clever. You know, a play on words, you know, having great genes, not just genetics, but also genes, which is what the company sells. It's just clever. Well, not really clever because it's, again, it's been done before, but Sweeney has leaned into a brand built on provocation, sexuality, and playfulness. Yeah, she seems pretty cool and down to earth. I mean, I've said before, so I don't know a whole lot about her. People say she's pretty, as the kids say these days, pretty based. I don't know her politics. I don't know much about her. But people seem to think she's pretty chill. You know? I mean, she was in, Madam Web? Didn't she say something that was pretty based about that? Like, she knew that it was gonna suck or something? So, I mean, she seems like she's pretty cool, down to earth. I think she needs to kind of get the, like, the Chris Pratt treatment. Because, you know, people think that Chris Pratt is like this terrible person, like, oh my god, he's a Christian and this and that and blah blah blah. But then you have people from like the Avengers, you know, his co-stars who are flaming liberals, you know, Mark Ruffalo and all of them, but they come out and defend this guy when he's attacked on social media, and they're all like, no, he's a really kind, respectful person. He doesn't make any of us feel uncomfortable. You know, he's great with everyone. He's funny. He's charming. And people need to do the same for her. It's like, she's not a fucking Nazi. She's very down to earth. She's kind. People get along with her. She's friendly with everyone, regardless of your religion or your political beliefs or whatever. So she needs that kind of, I guess, you know, posse almost. These people who will defend her, and not like simping defend, but no, people who genuinely know her, who will come out and say, no, she's a great person. You know, don't listen to what these people are saying. You know, we've worked with her. She is extremely kind. And to see her constantly being attacked now for a gene advert that she did. But it also opens the door to fierce criticism, particularly from women who see the campaign as reductive, tone deaf, or just hate it for one reason or another. Again, it's liberal women and liberal women. I mean, I've said before, this advert has everything. If you like your jeans, they've got the jeans. If you like beautiful women, they've got... If you're a weirdo and you like feet, they've got fucking feet in here too. It appeals... Are you a stomach person? Are you kind of turned on by that whole idea of possibly seeing things but not at the same? I mean, clearly she's not wearing anything underneath and it just covers her perfectly. I mean, some people see that as a turn on. I mean, they've got everything. They've got everything. So again, liberal women and liberal women are the only ones who are upset about this. The bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Sydney Sweeney is learning that being a rising star in Hollywood today means navigating larger gender politics as much as acting roles. Men may idolize her, but it's the women in the industry, Lizzo, Doja Cat, and others, who are shaping the conversation around her. That irony isn't lost on Sweeney herself, who has already warned that women empowering women isn't what it seems. Yeah. In a year where every move is scrutinized, Sydney Sweeney remains caught between admiration and attack, and the sharpest blows, at least for now, are coming from her own side of the aisle. Yeah, she faces the most backlash from woke women. That's an important distinction because again, no straight dude is going to look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's going to be the cock's like, yes, honey, I totally agree with you. While she gets fucking reamed by her boyfriend. Those dudes, liberal women or liberal women. Again, these are adverts, play on words about jeans. There's nothing more than that. The people who still think this is like Nazi propaganda, they see a glass of milk as Nazi propaganda. So maybe maybe we shouldn't be looking too hard into what these fucking morons are saying, because again, they think everything is white. They think milk is white supremacy. They think this is white supremacy. They think fucking peanut butter is white supremacy. These people do not know the meaning of any of the words they spew anymore. So the fact that they look at this and think like, oh, Nazi, they're fucking retarded, and maybe we shouldn't look deep into it anymore. They clearly don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, no, good on her. Good on her. And also she really seems to be into cars, apparently. She has like things on TikTok or Instagram from even before she was this big star with her like fixing cars and stuff. So again, she seems to be pretty chill, down to earth. And she seems to be more of the kind of celebrity that women and little girls should look up to. But then you have people like Lizzo or Doja Cat or Billie Eilish or any one of them who are terrible examples for what kids should look up to. And they're like, oh my god, female empowerment. Like, no, this is the kind of woman you should want your kid to grow up to be. Strong, actually strong, confident. That is the better example than smut and terrible influences like Doja Cat or even Cardi B. Isn't she the same bitch who like fucking like drugged dudes and like stole from them? But no, she's pinnacle female empowerment. No, so this is the chick girls should be looking up to. She's seems pretty cool, down to earth, and hopefully she doesn't succumb to the Hollywood bullshit, like that all these other females have in Hollywood. This where they kind of start out with their own ideas, but then they kind of, I think like everyone else now, and then she's going out like, orange man bad, white supremacy, you all are Nazis, you're a misogynist. No, we don't want that. She needs to just have her own thoughts, and everyone will be good. But anyway, is it really? It's right there. It's like, it's not surprising. It's not surprising. And again, they try to gaslight you to believe that no one was outraged about this. But then you have celebrities like Doja Cat and Lizzo being triggered by it enough to make their own little parodies of it. You have people online, oh my god, we need to boycott American Eagle. And I showed a video of a person saying that. major left-wing outlets writing articles about it, but yeah, no one on the left was triggered about it or anything. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.